Welcome, my friends, to my Cuphead review. It is I, the PC Gaming King 64, soon to be the Tech King 64. And my friends, I would like to present to you a format that is a little bit more realistic. In this world of corporate bullshit and corporate drones, I like to present things a little bit more realistically, a little bit more unedited, and just with a little bit more of a vibe and a sense that is out there that could speak to you, the millennial, and also you, the old person, that thinks I am, quote unquote, trippy. So just like a bottle of cough syrup, just like a big old fat bag of mushrooms, or just like a strip of LSD, I'm going to take you on a trip about a game that, while on the base looks like a cartoon, is far from that. My friends, something that can look kiddie, something that can look easy, is anything but that. I'm talking about the redefining the term NES hard. We're looking at a game, a realistic cartoon called Cuphead. The first thing I thought when I saw this game was, this is a cartoon. But digging in deeper, I realized, oh man, this is speaking volumes. This has a hidden meaning. So I was thinking all these kind of, oh my god, creepy pastas, .exes, and I was out there. I was even thinking, hey, Cuphead might be somebody who's on anesthetic, who sees the little plastic bag above people that are dying dripping into him. Maybe that's why he thinks he has a Cuphead. And maybe his brain truly is just full of a sauce of goos that are inside of us. Maybe he's on his last legs. Maybe he is a war-torn veteran. So many things, so many wild assumptions, so many wild opinions, maybe you can say, popped up in my head, but this game really is just that. A shot at the roaring 20s, that Looney Tunes, that Tom and Jerry, that Popeye the Sailor Man, that whole classic cartoon vibe is that of Cuphead. And what else? I mean, it looks just like Mickey Mouse. It says copyright 1930 on it every time you go to a damn menu. It's a shot at the 20s, the 30s, and look at the clock now. It's just about to be the roaring 20s again, folks. 2020 is right around the corner, and this game has both revitalized me on video gaming for the future and given me hope that shit is seriously gonna turn the corner, because this game, my friends, has sold 1 million copies in 2 weeks. Just 2-3 years ago, whenever Bloodborne came out, everybody was praising that it sold 1 million in 4 weeks. This indie game, this nobody named, this cartoon-looking game, has sold more than Nintendo. Now, guys, I need you to think about that for a second. As we continue this awesome review of a game that looks hard and plays even harder. And now, as you guys can see, we've met a plethora of characters, just wacky types with overall wholesome good messages, and the battle sequences in themselves, while they are super hard, after you play through them a few times, you start to realize, oh, it's just a pattern, both redefining and capturing the NES hard genre. You are seeing storylines being built, plays almost. As you get farther and farther in the level, you will see more and more of a story being told, while some sinister with a much darker story behind them, some colorful, fun, and playful. But nevertheless, this game is going to take you for a ride. So expect many, many, many gamer rage, gamer fits, maybe a controller or two broken if you're that kind of a person when you play these games. Nevertheless, you are going to be experiencing probably one of the most realist games in the room, and you can't teach that. While some people will see this game as a kiddie game or a cartoon game, I advise you to dare them to try to play the game themselves and watch them fail miserably as you laugh in their face and you play it and you blow their mind. Now, I've been writing the indie department, and the indie department sounded, what is this, the police department? I've been writing indie devs for a long time now, folks. A long time. And I noticed that indie devs are starting to capture the magic that my favorite company, Nintendo, used to capture back in the 90s. And while Nintendo, I can say, is still my favorite company, Nintendo today is not the Nintendo that I am speaking of. I'm speaking more so of the Nintendo of old, the Nintendo of the 90s and to early 2000s, when gaming, I feel, was less manipulative, yet less corporate, less DLC. It was more straightforward. You bought the game, you got the whole game complete, and I can go on for a long time now. But the point here is indie devs have been capturing that magic for a long time, for a lot cheaper than AAA devs have. And while some people say indie gaming is garbage, still to this day, which baffles me, indie devs are the future, folks. And with games like Cuphead and just games like Rogue Legacy and just more and more and more and more and more and more kind of games coming to light, and a lot of people can say, well, No Man's Sky was a failure. Is it? Have you tried to play No Man's Sky in a while? Because that game's picking up like crazy. It is literally the game we needed it to be a long time ago, and it is updating even more. Hello Games has come out as an indie dev and changed the way games are going to be made in the future. And games like Cuphead are also doing that. Now I can go on and on and on, and I'd like you guys to please subscribe to this channel because I have a lot of theories and wild assumptions on video games that I'd like to share with you guys. But most importantly, it is all about the games that I play currently, the games that I have played, and I just want to introduce you to my channel, introduce you to a game called Cuphead, and I would like to thank you for putting up with my ramble for over 7 minutes now? Up to 7 minutes now, about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'd like to say, hey, if I didn't get to you this time, I eventually will. And thank you. And make sure you guys understand that there's a lot of good YouTubers, and there's also bad ones. Proto Mario. Just remember, people like us are here to help people like you, and that is why I'm the guy you come to when you don't have a clue. Peace out.